Welcome back. Okay, I might have to make each episode this week after the last one, like 10 minutes instead, because that was a little much. But look, it's getting away! Get back here! I didn't expect that part. These passageways are too narrow for me to swim around these guys. Thank you. Wish I could do a more convincing dive. Okay. What up there, Tiki? What in the world? Got a jump Tiki now. I summon you, Tiki. Very nice. Naturally, if there's a thing jumping around, my first question is what happens if it lands on me? I'm reminded of that one Fairly Odd Parents game. Was it breaking the rules? It actually hurts me. Okay, fine. The one time I'm not angry to have taken damage in this game. The game tries really hard to get you to not squish yourself in a level where you can flip stuff upside down. You can like flip the world upside down, and gravity included. But if you try hard enough, you can eventually get something to land on you, and the game will actually acknowledge you doing it, even though you try to make it impossible. It's funny. Who's Bubba? I'm not here for Bubba, by the way. I'm not here to save lives. I'm just here because people wanted a tree. Hold on. This guy has a high ground. There we go. Now places I need to go are even more disconnected from each other than before. Oh, I actually didn't get knocked back by that. That's interesting. How do I jump up there? Here. So did they redo that little jingle for every world or something? I can't quite tell. Yeah, the top and bottom of this thing still bug me, but all things considered, it is convincing me what it's supposed to be, which always makes me happy having something that I think actually looks nice that I get to use. Oh, goodbye. Come on. There we go. There we go, thank you for more starfish, but it's still less than I've needed to use so far, so... Wasting ammunition is not okay. It feels like I'm playing Resident Evil or something, having to be so worried about my ammunition the whole time, but... It's weird how the money they drop disappears so fast. I like how the slugs aren't even aggressive. Oh. Good job, you. But, I'm still on board with you attacking them. I do rather like their designs. Still. My opinion has not changed since the last recording session. Oh no, art! Will it still push me around if I haven't drawn it yet? It won't. Oh well, that might be a good thing. Well, if there's a secret in here. I mean, it would probably become permanently inaccessible once you... Whoops. Once you, draw this thing, but... Still. Is there any reason I should draw this thing? Like, in all seriousness. Is there actually, like, a reason to draw this? Why would I want that? No. No. Darn it. Well, and I'm locked in. Like, is this ever beneficial to doing gameplay? I'm actually not certain whether it is. Ah, this is horrible. Okay, hold on. Kind of like that. And it's just a couple small circles, so I feel like this is a case where I have to put a little effort into them, get them looking good. The true challenge in this game, freehanding a circle. I can work with that. Every now and then, every few years, someone actually draws a circle by hand, and it looks wonderful. I'm clearly just brute forcing this at this point. Not quite. Just wondering if I could salvage that one. This is the big one though, which is a pain. Smaller ones are way easier. It's a possibility. I think I can live with that. Okay, in that case, give these a little bit of highlight, which is harder than I anticipated. And then there's no good way to just quickly erase all this black, is there? Whoops. I did not anticipate that part. Oh, this is actually gonna be kind of terrible. Oh man. Why can't they give you a background color that's not just white? Like, could you not at least do the little checkered background thing or something like that everyone likes to do? To avoid this very issue? Or something like that. It does help that they show you preview on the top screen, of course. That's a massive help. But did I? Oh, don't know if I destroyed something there. I do think I'll have to end this episode after I finish these, though. This part is so awkward. I was thinking I could just erase all the black at once, as if there was like an erase fill of some sort in this game, which there unfortunately is not, as far as I'm aware. So many little things make drawing so much harder in this game. We're getting there. Would be cool if we could even have like shadows on these too, but of course we don't have an alpha channel to work with, so not possible to do. Now that I think about it, I think Graffiti Kingdom, you could play with the transparency of pieces in that game, couldn't you? I was just thinking, yeah, an alpha channel would probably be more complicated than this game wants to go when it comes to drawing stuff, but I think Graffiti Kingdom let you do that. Which I think might be an argument against what I was just thinking. Graffiti Kingdom is one of those games, though, where you can make some awesome stuff. It's really fun. It's really nice you can just like go on YouTube and see what people made in that game, because people made some really cool stuff, especially with the physics you could play with in that game, like soft body objects and whatnot. But unfortunately, that's the sort of game where like it takes a long time to make something nice in that game. Like I think it's silly when I take half an hour to draw something in this game, but that game, like you could spend literal hours making a nicely rigged creature in Graffiti Kingdom. But if you like games where you get to draw, well, create stuff of your own with like an extreme degree of freedom, and then take that around the world and have stuff happen with it, Graffiti Kingdom is a fantastic game for that. I don't know if there is anybody who knows of Drawn to Life and isn't aware of Graffiti Kingdom, but if you are not familiar with Graffiti Kingdom and or Magic Pendule, to a lesser extent, I think you might like it. In those cases, it's a 3D game. You actually model your character, more or less. That's the sort of thing where it'd be fun to have like a live stream. What I actually did back in the day for that game was I actually would design stuff like creatures I want to draw in that game on paper, like all the pieces, and you had to draw pieces from, and you have to draw a 2D shape to make a body part, and then just have it extruded in a third dimension, using one of a few different methods. One to make it kind of rounded out, or the one to just make like a prism, and so on. And this did not end up being 10 minutes. Oh well. I'm not sure if we made our lives any better this jet stream, but we'll see what comes of it. But yeah, I would actually like draw out diagrams of the things I want to create in that game. Like planning stuff out like that was not a bad idea. In fact, probably a really good idea. But yeah, it was satisfying making really cool stuff in that game. And it's cool to see what other people made. Anyhow. That recommendation done with. Now that I think about it, I don't know if there's anything from that game I could reference in here. Well, we'll have to see. Anyways, bye everyone.